Hey everybody, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel, #MovieBae. I am MovieBae, and in this video, I'm going to be doing a deep dive analysis into the 2009 cult classic, Jennifer's Body. But before we get into it though, hi, welcome. I'm MovieBae, and here on MovieBae, I do reviews, reactions, and commentary to movies and television. And if that is the type of content that you like, please consider subscribing to the channel. Now, on my YouTube channel, I have lots of playlists, okay? So please feel free to skim my channel via my playlist. I have reality competition shows, throwback movie reviews, Netflix reviews, throwback reality, Zeus content, and of course, I also have new movie reviews as well. So if you are enjoying my commentary, if you want to see more, please consider subscribing. For everybody else who is returning, hey boo, hey, welcome. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. Y'all already know how we get down over here. And make sure you drop down your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Now, I would like for y'all to raise your hand if you have personally been victimized by Regina George. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, Jennifer's Body. A lot of people have heard of this movie, never seen it. A lot of people have heard of it and seen it. So if you're one of those people, please hit the thumbs up button. Thank you. If you're not, we're going to go ahead and get into the synopsis so you are fully aware of what you have gotten yourself into. A newly possessed high school cheerleader, flag girl, turns into a succubus who specializes in killing her male classmates. Can her best friend put an end to the horror? Now, this movie, Jennifer's Body, is written by Diablo Cody, who is well regarded in the film industry, especially as a female writer. And this movie is directed by Karen Kuzma, who is on the same page as Cody. They actually, Kuzma signed on to direct this movie when she found out that Diablo was the one who indeed wrote it. Now, this movie stars Megan Fox as Jennifer, and I'm talking about the Megan Fox, not the Megan Fox from Love is Blind. What was that girl named? Chelsea? Girl. Okay, I'm sorry. The jokes just write themselves. Amanda Seyfried, who I know her from Mean Girls. And if you're a CW person, Adam Brody. He's on CW, right? I believe so. Can't remember what show. Anyhow, nevertheless, let's go ahead and get into the meeting our characters and the problem in this film. Oopsie. I'm at work. I'm in the studio. All right. So we meet our characters, Jennifer and Needy. So as you can tell, Jennifer is the it girl. It looks like she's like the captain of the color guards. I really do wish that they made her a cheerleader. I feel like it just would have been more fitting, but that's okay. And she is, like I said, the it girl. Look at that face. Look at that body. Period. Who can compete? Then we have Needy. Now, Needy is Jennifer's best friend since childhood. And as you can tell, she's in the top right-hand corner over here. She is enamored with Jennifer. She is literally Jennifer's biggest fan. She will do, or I would say, put her needs second fiddle when it comes to what Jennifer wants. Let's get into that. Now, Jennifer wants Needy to attend an indie band concert, Low Shoulder, with her tonight at the local dive bar. Now, even though Needy and her boyfriend don't want to go, Needy decides to go because it's Jennifer. Now, when we get there, we find out more about Jennifer. First off, they're let into this dive bar underage. They're served drinks underage. And we find out that Jennifer is also sleeping with a guy who's well into his 20s, who's also training to be a police officer. Where they do that at? Obviously in Devil's Kettle, okay? Now, even though this behavior is frowned upon, Jennifer is living that fast girl life. She even tells Needy that you use these, your boobs, your breastises, to get what you want. Like, we see Jennifer's mindset. Jennifer is a whole city girl. Jennifer is a whole city girl. Jennifer is a whole city girl. Now, even though this is her persona, Needy is there to protect Jennifer at all costs. Needy hears a couple of the band members from Low Shoulder discussing Jennifer, saying, I know girls like that. They look like they put out, but they never do. They keep it all to themselves. They're just teased, whoop-de 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 whoop. And of course, Needy, thinking she's defending her friend, is like, yeah, she's definitely a virgin and she would never sleep with anybody like y'all. Period. And the bandmates look at each other like, maybe. Now let's talk about this real quick. We all got that one friend that's there to protect. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm that one friend. I'm the blocking friend. Don't care. Especially if I hear them talking about like my friend and if she's easy and so on and so forth. And she'll never want to be with you. Let's talk about virginity being a trope in movies. If you are in life, if you are a virgin or perceived a virgin, you are perceived pure, innocent, of high value. Okay. And she wanted to make sure that these guys knew that, yes, my girlfriend is all that, even though we know Jennifer is far from a virgin. And Jennifer even tells her she's not even a butt virgin anymore. I was like, dang, girl, in high school? Like, okay, go off, sis. Now, this band, Low Shoulder, they began to play Through the Trees. I gotta stop because when I start singing that song, it literally gets stuck in my brain. Anyhow, as they are performing, the bar catches on fire. Coincidence? I think not. Now, Jennifer is, I don't know if she's in shock or if she is under the spell of Low Shoulder, but Needy has to literally drag her out of the dive bar because people are being burnt alive. Things are falling on people. People are catching on fire, so on and so forth. And Jennifer is still in this daze. Now, when they do make it out of the dive bar, Low Shoulder, by the way, helps no one. They help no one get out. But when they encounter Jennifer and Needy, I was about to say Adam Brody. What is the guy's name? I don't know. Adam Brody's character. Okay. He's like, hey, you guys, I'm happy that you're safe. Nikolai. Do y'all want to get somewhere safe, like in my van? No, creepy stranger man. We do not. But what does Jennifer say? Yeah, Needy, let's get into his cool van. And of course, Needy is like, what is wrong with you? Because you're not acting like you. Like, even though, Jennifer, we know that you're a little bit edgy, even for you, this is not a safe choice. But against Needy's wishes, Jennifer goes anyway. And the moment that door closes, not even before that door closes, if you can see the center picture, she looks like she is automatically already regretting her decisions. So I am going out of order because this is not a recap. It's a review. Okay. In this van, like we already stated, Jennifer snaps out of this daze and she realizes that she's in some trouble. Okay. As a female, being all alone, especially in a group of men, you automatically think this is not going to go how it should go. Okay. So she, let me turn this off, y'all. They blowing me up. I'm hot today. The block is hot today. So she starts telling them, like, what do you want? Like, do y'all want money? Like, you know, I don't even get down like that. And somebody in the van was like, see, I told you she was a virgin. She was like, yes, I am a virgin. So y'all should get someone who knows what they're doing because I don't know what I'm doing. And we all know that Jennifer knows what she's doing. But of course, she's trying to save herself. Okay. The guys are happy that she's a virgin. So you kind of start to connect the dots a little bit. Either they're super, super creepy or, So as soon as they make a stop into, in Devil's Kettle, by the way, there's this like whirlpool where you drop things down and they never return. So they go to that whirlpool, tie her to this rock, tie her up, gag her or whatever. And we find out that Jennifer is a blood sacrifice for their fame and for their fortune. Of course, Indie Band comes to a small unknown city looking for a virgin Of course, it's to get famous. That's exactly what they want. So they disregard her pleading and crying. He forgot her name. What he called her, y'all? He said, "What's your name, Jessica?" She's like, "My name is Jennifer." Like, he couldn't even remember her name because he does not care. Another sign that he does not care is the fact that right before he starts, he starts singing, "Jenny, I got your number." And they just start going at her with this dagger, okay? Singing the whole time while she's crying and pleading for her life. Now, of course, it's Devil's Kettle. So they throw the knife into the little whirlpool because, hiding the evidence. And Jennifer is left there dead or to die. Boom. Later on in the movie, we definitely find out that this works out for the band. They actually get super famous and super successful after this sacrifice. Now, however, Jennifer is not dead. What? How can that be? We saw them killing her, but she's not dead. She comes back to school. Well, first off, she goes to Needy looking all like she was dead. But the next day she comes back to school looking brand new, acting like nothing happened. But Jennifer's behavior has also changed a little bit. Like, she was kind of like mean to Needy, but she was kind of like mean to everything. She didn't care about the people who died. She didn't care about none of that. She just knew that, baby girl, I'm looking good and I'm feeling better. So we find out that Jennifer is eating the men, with the boys in her school. She starts with the star football player, big guy, biggest guy in school, body torn to shreds in the forest. Nobody knows that she did it, of course, outside of us. Then we have Colin, who this one really hurt my heart, y'all. Colin, first off, in order to lure the football guy, of course, she says, "I think that we should hook up." Like, one of his friends passed away in the fire, and she was like, "This is what he wanted." So she uses her body, her sexuality, to get him alone in this forest. So Colin has a crush on Jennifer, and she decides to accept the date that he asked her on, and she uses her body and her sexuality to get him along in this abandoned house. I said, Colin, this one really hurt my feelings, y'all. I was like, Colin, driving down this road, you should have known that nobody lives over here, Colin. Come on now. Ends his life. At that point, the city is having funeral after funeral, service after service, memorial after memorial, because the boys in their school are dying. Okay. Now, it's been a while, and we find out that Jennifer, because she tells Needy that she is her best looking, hence on the right side, and invincible when she is full. And on the left side, she is not as good looking and glowing, for Megan Fox, when she is hungry. Okay, so she now has to, because this blood sacrifice did not work, because she was not a virgin, she now has to eat boys in order to make herself beautiful. Literally a man eater. So I ain't gonna get to that right now. Now, everything is, going as planned to Jennifer until she crosses the line and she tries to devour her best friend's boyfriend. And we all know that's girl code, Chip. That's girl code. My boyfriend is off the menu, period. Okay, but literally and figuratively, he was on the menu, which means Needy had to put a stop to Jennifer, and she does just that. Now, in order to get Chip alone, she also uses her what? Her sexuality. Do we see where we're going? Jennifer's body. Do we see where we're going here? Do we see where we're going here? So before I get into the behind the scenes tea and the breakdown of this movie, I asked a poll on my channel, and it's all going to play in together. Okay. I asked a poll, and the question was, what are your thoughts on the 2009 horror comedy Jennifer's Body? Leave additional thoughts below for a chance to be featured in a future video. Now, 62% said this is an underrated cult classic, as it is. 16% that it's a trash teenage horror film. And 22% admitted that they have never seen it. Now, the only brave soul, Carlo, to comment, said that it's a pretty horrible movie, but it's good because Megan is so hot for real. Now, I can't deny Megan is top tier in this movie. Like, that girl is just, that woman is beautiful. Okay. However, Carlo, I would like to say that your comment literally feeds into the marketing of this film as well as the meaning of this film. So before we get too into it, though, I would like for y'all to take a beat, and subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up, especially if you've made it this far. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And, of course, consider subscribing to the channel, okay? Now, back to this analysis. We have Jennifer, okay? Jennifer is a girl who is strong in her sexuality, okay? Beautiful, she's fierce, and she knows that in order to get what you want from men, you got to use your body. The power that us women have is our body, and that's no tea. Y'all have heard the saying before, P runs the world, period, okay? It just does. And guys are perceived to be so strong and so smart, but they always fall victim to a beautiful woman. Because why? P runs the world. Okay. Now, my point that I really wanted to talk about upon rewatching this movie and upon doing my review is how, even though Jennifer was the murderer, quote unquote, in this movie, she's the one who was eating these innocent people. It's because Jennifer was first a victim. Let's get into it. So, because Jennifer is beautiful, she also gets used for her looks. Okay? So, in order to take back the power of these men using her, like this 20-something-year-old guy who is training to be a police officer, but yet you're sleeping with somebody in the height. Come on. And all the other guys, and I'm pretty sure weren't mentioned in the movie, instead of being used by them, she decides to flip it, and take back the power of her P word, okay? So Jennifer uses what she got to get what she wants. Now, the point of killing only boys is because boys have been using her whole life. As we can see, like I said, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things that weren't even mentioned in this movie. Boys have been using her. So when she is murdered by this indie group, making her a victim, okay, she was allowed into a bar, served underage drinks, sleeping with an adult. Even though she went willingly with this band, they did not let her out when she wanted to be let out. And then they tied her up and murked her. Like, she was a victim first before she became, what they call her? Not like a demon. I guess like a demon though. Okay. And the reason that she's eating the boys is because she's using them the same way they would use her. And that's just that on that, period. As you can tell, like in the bottom, it says, you're killing people. And she's like, no, I'm killing boys. For that same reason I just said. And on top of that, it's going to be easy because they always fall weak to this. It's going to be easy to get them because of this. Because they can't resist. Guys are just that easy. So thank y'all so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. Be sure you give me a thumbs up if you enjoy my commentary. Drop your thoughts and opinions on the comment section down below. To summarize, there's a deeper meaning in Jennifer's Body. It talks about women being the antagonist, having the power, and flipping it basically to get what they want in return. Now, when it comes to the marketing of this film, the men who was in charge of the marketing, they used obviously Megan Fox's likability because she's hot. So when they marketed this film, it's just mostly her dressing low-rise jeans and the nude swimming scene, and they're really just pushing that narrative, which is the opposite of what this movie, not even the opposite, it's the opposite of what this movie wanted to accomplish, but it's the very reason why this movie, why Diablo wanted to accomplish it. These things just write themselves. Once again, thank y'all so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. Be sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for all the new content that I have coming. The summertime is really where I get booming. I ain't even gonna hold you. I have a whole lineup of throwback movie reviews on the way. Next week, I'm going to be dropping 2 in particular, so make sure y'all stay tuned for that. As you can tell, I do baddie live panels every Monday. I do a weekly roundup of new movies and television every Tuesday. So make sure y'all, once again, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.